black hole in the public finances. And before anyone says, oh, this is just performative or playing politics, let's remember the OBR did not know about it. They wrote a letter setting that out. And they didn't know because the last government hid it.
Tinubu is actually biting more than he can chew. Yes, ever since we have been telling him to release Nnamdi Kanu, he has been taking it for granted. But now, it has spelled out troubles for him. Let's not forget that when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Kenya, he was arrested as a British citizen. And with that, the UK has every right to intervene in this particular matter. Welcome to this YouTube channel. In case you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe bell below because in this channel, I bring you everything that is trending and everything you need to know regarding Nnamdi Kanu. So let's not forget that recently, the federal government opted to negotiate for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. This has been since 2021 when Buhari and Malami connived in collaboration with the Kenyan government to illegally arrest Nnamdi Kanu. Don't also forget that recently the Kenyan High Court vindicated Nnamdi Kanu. No wonder Tinubu is running around looking for how to negotiate with Igbos and Nnamdi Kanu for his release. But without wasting much of a time, there are 4 punishments waiting for Bola Tinubu because the UK are not going to take this lightly. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, and with that, the UK has every right to intervene in this particular matter. And I keep on saying it, Tinubu should not bite more than he can chew because it was Buhari that arrested him. When Buhari arrested him, Buhari couldn't release him and handed him over to Bola Tinubu. Tinubu does not know the origin of all these things. He should exempt himself from all these things because the issues that are pending with him with the UK are very serious, which I'm going to be showing you in this particular video. There are 4 serious punishments awaiting Bola Tinubu from the UK. Without wasting much of a time, I'm going to show you those punishments. But watch this particular video. After watching this particular video, we are going to be back for those 4 punishments. I'm going to show you the UK's punishment for Bola Tinubu if he fails to release Nnamdi Kanu.
Nnamdi Kanu. We've all heard what the Minister of Works, the ex-governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, said that that the federal government will be looking at negotiating, with for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and all that. And it personally didn't go well with me because he made that statement, and it looks as if the federal government will be doing Nnamdi Kanu or the Igbos a favor by negotiating for his release. The truth is that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya. He was abducted illegally, brought back to Nigeria, tortured, detained for over 3 years illegally. Because Nigeria even lacked the jurisdiction to try him because the way they brought him back was illegal. If you go down to my video, I said it here in my video. I listed the procedure step by step on how to bring back people from another country. And Nigeria never followed that process. Malami, who was the then Attorney General for the Federation, did not follow the process. And I think Malami should be arrested. Now, having said that, what Dave Umahi is saying about negotiation didn't go down well with me because you're not doing Nnamdi a favor. Federal government is already losing the case. Already in Kenya, the court have already said that it was illegal. So we are waiting for that judgment here in Nigeria. So you stop talking about negotiation. If you don't want to release him as you have kept him illegally, continue to keep him now. But if you want to release him, don't say it as if you're doing him a favor or doing Igbos a favor. You are releasing him because you have lost the case. And you are going to pay him whatever the court or the system asks you to pay him as federal government. You have lost the case because that guy never had any case with the federal government. Whatever he did according to his right. And he will always win if you have good judiciary. Well, I'm glad he's even making that statement, because it always shows that that statement is like covering face, trying to cover their face in the name of releasing Nnamdi Kanu. And one thing I wouldn't like is federal government trying to use it to play politics to see if they can get sympathized by the. I'm not sympathizing with anybody. I know for a fact that Nnamdi Kanu was never guilty of all the charges that was brought up by the federal government and the DSS. So there is no sympathy. If you release him, that's on merit. In fact, you have to pay for detaining him for 3 good years. Imagine detaining somebody for 3 good years and you find out and you saw that the person is guilty. So what are you going to do for those 3 years? You have to pay him. You need to compensate him. You should be talking about how much you're going to pay Nnamdi Kanu for the damages you have caused. Is it his health? All the things you deprived him.
So let's get straight to the punishments awaiting Tinubu if he fails to release Nnamdi Kanu. Number 1, violation of international law and human rights. Let's read it out. Extraordinary rendition. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, UNWGAD, ruled in 2022 that Kanu was unlawfully abducted and repatriated from Kenya to Nigeria without due process. This violates the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, UN Convention Against Torture, his right to a fair trial as a UK national. Now the risk to Nigeria's global legal reputation is continued defiance of UN rulings could isolate Nigeria diplomatically, lead to sanctions, and damage its credibility in international courts. Tinubu should take note of this number 1. Number 2, strain on UK-Nigeria diplomatic relations, bilateral tensions. The UK Parliament has criticized Nigeria's handling of Kanu's case, and a lack of compliance could damage security and economic cooperation. Possible diplomatic consequences. 1. Reduced British aid or development cooperation. 2. Denial of visas or travel restrictions on Nigerian officials. 3. Freeze of joint programs which contains military, education, legal. Now we head to number 3. If Kanu's detention is proven to be unlawful and persists, targeted sanctions may follow, which contains 1. Freezing assets of key Nigerian officials. 2. Travel bans. 3. Restrictions on trade or security supports. Now let's head to 4 of the punishments awaiting Tinubu. By continuing to hold Nnamdi Kanu as a British citizen in defiance of international law and domestic court orders, Nigeria risks worsening ethnic tension, damaging global alliance, and inviting diplomatic retaliations. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want any issues with the UK. And Tinubu should try his best to make sure we all are exempted from the wrath of the UK. Because when the UK are going to descend on us, I pray he descends on only Tinubu and his officials, because I don't want to carry a cross I didn't plan for. Tinubu should release Nnamdi Kanu now, because Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer. The Kenyan High Court has vindicated him. They have declared that he's innocent and his fundamental human rights was abused. He was tortured and he was illegally related back to Nigeria. Tinubu should release him now. He should not bite more than he can chew, because I don't want any sanctions to hit on me. Well, at this point, I'm going to allow you guys to tell me what you feel about this in the comment section below. Do it to like this video, share this video and make it go viral. And most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe bell below so you don't miss any trending updates.